Yo, what is up, Knights? Aegis Rick here, and
Second Awakening!
Yes, that. Look, no use trying to hide it. I was super excited and have not stopped enjoying this latest update titled Act 5 Part 2, The Great Will. And you know what? I don't want to stop. So the fact that I'm making this video at all is just taking time away from me playing some more. So without further ado, let's go. First and foremost,
Knights! Second Awakening!
yeah, Knights are the very final class in DFO currently to get their Second Awakenings, basically completing our roster. Well, mostly. We still got First Awakenings for Dark Knight and Creator, and at least 5 classes that we haven't gotten yet, but that's a topic for the Wednesboys. This is Knights Month now. Like all Second Awakenings, we have special events suited only for Knights called Dream for You. It's actually a 3-parter, but suffice to say, just check out the screen for these obvious prizes. No EXP pills or FP pots or anything, but instead their exclusive item is a Phoenix weapon and a plus 12 ticket for it. If you're confused on where to get 50 Phoenix feathers, you can get 10 a day from this daily quest box. The feathers also serve a double purpose, also being a consumable item that recovers 70% HP and MP. Everything else we've already seen before in every other Second Awakening event, such as a free Night Chronicle box once per account. The Dream for You isn't over though. One thing that is exclusive and basically never before seen is a class advancement scroll that works all the way up until level 86. Now while we have seen these items before, they usually have something like 84 being the cap. The kicker though, it only works for Knight classes, so basically at the moment it only allows you to change your Elven Knight into a Chaos and vice versa. This provides a very small opportunity for abuse if you kept any epics that may have been for the other class. Now you party with a Knight, you get perks as shown here, that is hunting, EXP, and the like. Also, whenever you level up, depending on the level range, you will also get all kinds of active buffs including all stats and town movement speed. Overall, there's no other level up promotion events, which is seriously lame. You know what else is lame? Neopol hates Knights. And if you played Knight this whole time, you'd have already known this fact, but consider the fact that every single class in the game has gotten new costumes after their Second Awakenings, not Knight. So don't expect that. Also, don't expect any new skins. Have fun with your 2 pages of avatars and literally 2 skins that we've had for the past year and a half since Knight's been released, to everyone's 8 pages in like 17 skins. I digress. Maybe it's only an issue for people who actually care about Dress Up Fighter Online. Speaking of Dress Up Fighter Online though, since we're on this page, I actually want to talk about an enormous feature for those enthusiasts who care about their characters' looks. Of course, I'm talking about the dye system. Now, all of your characters can be dyed to the color of your choosing, and all it costs is gold to abuse this feature, which is awesome. A couple of things to note though when you're trying this out. Some of the avatars, like my Anna's costume for instance, won't dye the entire thing. In fact, it's almost like it's attempting some highlights. So in that case, the original item is still important for features that you cannot dye. Also note that rare avatars can also be dyed as well. However, there is a smaller pool of applicable dyes, and their dyes cost a whole lot more. When you finally go through with it, you'll get an item back that has the dye applied already. And if you want to remove the dye at any point, well, that is basically a dye in and of itself called the Avatar Dye Remover. Overall, I'm happy for such a system, and the level of diversity in Dress Up Fighter Online has literally multiplied 100-fold. Petite friends for Knights are also in the cash shop, and whoa, what the hell? Calm down, girls! I mean, girl. Anyway, they look cute as hell, man. Well, at least my Gaia does. Oh man, look at that. Lastly, there is also a secret underwear package which merely has the underwear costumes as shown here, which is kinda hefty at 700 Sarah because they bundled it with other useless shit like skeleton keys and avatar dye pouches for some reason. Alrighty then, enough with the cash shop, which in all honesty was probably the biggest update. The last things to discuss here are the few events, which, I'll be honest here, leave much to be desired. In all honesty, you'll probably still be focusing primarily on the old events such as the Mission for Guild, because of the lame-o prizes coming from the optimal level dungeon events. Of course, I'm talking about Jane Doe in dungeon. Cheeky motherfuckers, nipple. No, literally, cause you know, the image won't load past that point. Anyway, I guess I won't spoil it for those who know Jane Doe's secret. But basically, you pick up Torn Cloth in optimal level dungeons, and wait a second here, Nipple. We've been over this before. Event items? Auto loot, please. I don't know anyone in this planet who in the previous events were all like, Dang it, Nipple! Why'd you make the quest items automatically loot? I know this sounds more than a little spoiled, but just saying convenience is a blessing. Don't make it tedious for no reason. Now, sometimes at the end of the dungeon, Jane Doe will spawn to talk to you and sell you items. This is the reason why some people are a little teed off about the events, because the items are quite a bit lackluster. The one outstanding items here are the weapon beads, which add vitality and spirit, because there are no cars that give that stat normally in the game. Only events such as these have given it, and the only other time was way back when during the Ninja Road event. So capitalize on those beads if you play some kind of buff satyr. And that's about it, honestly. The last event is the Runaway event, which is featured here by this old hermit here cooped up in Syria's room. Who invited you here, old man? Anyway, the event is much more straightforward than any I've talked about previously. Literally. You are transported to a minigame of sorts where you jump and double jump over bombs to get to the end. Pick up the sprouts along the way to increase your score, and if you make it to the end without running into 3 bombs, you get a bonus 50 sprouts. You can then use these sprouts at the NPC to get some truly useful items, such as a character expansion ticket and a ton of Neo Premium contracts. Woo! A word of caution though, you may want to hold back on purchasing items immediately after getting sprouts, because there is a bonus prize here that gives you a reinforcement protection ticket if you have 7,777 sprouts in your inventory. Clearly says here that if you spend sprouts, it doesn't count. So hold out on buying items until you've gotten this bonus prize and then splurge only after that point. Well guys, I think I've covered everything in this update. Part 2 of the Guild Pact update may not have been nearly as eventful as Part 1, and it certainly left much to be desired in the events, and most importantly, the Knight's fucking inequality, man! What the hell, Nipple? Seriously. But I can't complain at the end of the day. At least my Gaia and Petite Gaia can't be happier. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go back to playing more Gaia, and I will catch you Knights later.